Welcome to RPTV Presents A Fashion Journey with me, your host, Amileigh Lennox. As I've gotten older, my fashion has changed a lot to fit me as a person. I've had to go through a lot of styles to get where I am now, but a really big part of my style is hoodies, which we're actually going to be diving into the history behind later on in this episode. We will also be diving into the history of Doc Martens. But for now, let's get on with the rest of the episode. Hoodies, they're everywhere, but have you ever wondered where they came from? Hoodies can be dated back all the way to the 19th century. In the 1930s, Champion, a sportswear company, created a sweatshirt with a hood for athletes to keep them warm in colder weather. By the 1980s, hoodies had become deeply associated with hip-hop, and it was adopted as a style of rebellion and individuality. As the years have went on, hoodies are still a very big part of today's style. Doc Martens have been a part of history since 1945. It all started when a German doctor injured his ankle, and then the existing footwear was not comfortable enough for his recovery. So he designed a shoe with an air cushioned sole that would end up being the iconic Doc Martens. Doc Martens are a globally known brand with a very rich history behind them. Hello, I'm here today with Natalia, and
Hello.
Today we're going to be asking her about some fashion trends that are going about just now. So, Natalia, how do you feel about knitted jumpers?
Knitted jumpers?
Yeah.
I guess it's cute if your granny made it, but if in general you're going out for that stuff, it depends what it's styled like you need to style it nice to make it look nice, you know?
Yeah,
sort of thing.
Like a certain pair of trousers that maybe look nice, but like you'd have to style it a certain
In
way for it to be
general,
cute.
yeah.
Other than that, you just look like a granny.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and how do you feel about all-in-ones? Like, just...
Like kind of onesie looking
like,
things.
Yeah, see like, you'll go on like social media and stuff and you'll see people wearing like the black or the brown all-in-ones and they've got like the wee sleeves, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know, I don't really bother in that department of fashion.
Yeah.
But I guess if you make it work, it works, sort of thing.
Alright, well that's fair enough. Well, thank you for answering that.
It's been a pleasure, Hen.
Yes.
Anytime.
Anytime. Hello, and next up we have Cara. So, the fashion trends I'm going to ask you about are, how do you feel about fluffy leggings? Because they're everywhere just now, they're in Primark. I'm pretty sure I've seen them in New Look, and they're all over online.
Fluffy leggings, as in like the inside.
Yeah, like the inside fluffy, not the whole leg.
No, I like them because they keep you warm and they feel really comfy. But sometimes they look weird because it's like really thick and you're like, oh well.
Yeah, well I'm not gonna lie to you, I do have a couple of pairs at home. I think like
me
6
too.
pairs of them. I'm
Me
not
too.
gonna lie to
Me
you.
too.
They're literally my entire life. I wear them all the time. Okay, and how do you feel about two-piece sets?
I can't pull them off because I feel weird in them. But I feel like style them right with like the right accessories and all that. They look nice, but sometimes they do look like jammy sets.
Yeah, I do. I know what you mean. Like sometimes they can be very like jammy. Like I suppose it'd be good for like just a comfy day in the house, but like going out you'd want more.
Yeah.
No, I get what you mean. All right, well that's great. Thank you for. And last up we have Erin. So, Erin, how do you feel about Uggs?
I think they're a really nice look. I don't have a pair myself.
No,
I would like a pair myself. But Christmas is coming up.
That's very true.
I do love the look of them. I think they're quite cool. Like, again, make sure they're with the right outfit because they can sometimes look a bit out of place if you don't have the right outfit on with it.
Yeah, have you noticed that they've actually started making Ugg trainers? Have you seen that online?
Yeah, I actually have. They're interesting.
No, a lot of people don't like them, but I actually think they're quite cute. I would definitely want a pair, I'm not going to lie.
I think the Ugg boots are my favourite.
Yeah, the Ugg boots are definitely cute, but they've got like the wee Ugg slippers and all. I do have a pair of them. They're not the real ones, they're the ones off Shein.
Yeah.
I love Shein
There's
so
a lot
much.
of ones.
There's a lot of ones. I'm getting a pair for Christmas though, so I'm quite excited about that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and how do you feel about tracksuits? So like, obviously I know White Fox, I've got a good lot of tracksuits and Pretty Little Thing do them and just things like that. So how do you just feel about tracksuits?
I love a good tracksuit. I'm not gonna lie, I love wearing a good tracksuit if I'm like having a cosy day in or if I'm like when I was gym bound, when I used to go to the gym a lot, I would like...
Because you were in the gym like solid for like
Yeah,
a year and a bit, were
I
you not?
was, yeah. I loved like going in my tracksuits, maybe like my pump covers and stuff kind of
Yeah.
thing. I loved wearing tracksuits because especially in the winter you were always really cold. And they're just a good, especially when they're like matching, you feel quite
Yeah, they're
nice
just,
in them.
yeah. Like I've got a lot of tracksuits, like I've got, like I love having like trackies as well, like
yeah.
because they're just like so comfy. Like I've got a pair of ones that like kind of flare out at the bottom. I think you've seen them before.
Yeah, probably have.
And I absolutely love them. They don't have a matching jumper, so I kind of just shove whatever jumper on with them.
Yeah.
But see, because they're black, they kind of go in.
They go in.
So it's actually quite good. They're nice and comfy. I love wearing them, and they keep me quite warm as well.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. But well, that's all. Thank you. Well, that looks like all the time I've got for today. Thanks so much for joining me in this fashion adventure. I hope to see you again soon. But for now, bye.